So, you wish to learn of demon kind? Perhaps you are a hunter who seeks to rid their evil from Runeterra, or perhaps you're a practitioner of dark magic, trying to harness their wicked power for your own ends. It matters not to me what your reasoning may be. If you wish to learn, then I shall enlighten you. But know that such knowledge may come at a price. So then, what is a demon, truly? In simple terms, demons are malevolent spirits. Where normal spirits can be empowered by faith and belief, demons grow stronger through negative thoughts and feelings. Most demons begin their existence as little more than formless masses, entities of pure consciousness, who can't even properly manifest a physical form. As such, they are forced to find hosts to latch onto, people who suffer an abundance of pain, which the entity can manipulate and exploit. Ionians dub these creatures Azakana, and make no mistake, though they are immature, they are no less capable of causing lasting damage. When an Azakana has grown strong enough, it matures into a proper demon, capable of acting without the need of a host. Fully fledged demons are indeed powerful entities, capable of wielding the most sinister of magics. They can bend the minds of mortals to their whims, and break them all too easily. Demons are cunning as well as powerful, and anyone so foolish as to underestimate them is not long for this world. Demons prey upon suffering, but each one has unique methods for hunting. Some prefer physical torment, while others take a more psychological approach. Oftentimes, a demon will focus in on a particular emotion or idea as the core of their hunting strategy, though this does not make them the sole embodiment of that idea, contrary to popular belief. To gain a clearer understanding, let us examine some of Runeterra's more infamous demons. The River King, Two Coats.
Tom Kench.
Known by many names, but of course, a demon's true name is seldom known to anyone but themselves. The demon known as Tom Kench prefers you to think of him as something of a businessman, and claims that he can offer you anything your heart desires in exchange for a feast. Oftentimes, this is entirely true, but do not be deceived. There is always a catch. The River King preys upon addiction. More often than not, he can give you what you desire, only to strip it away from you when you least expect it. Sometimes you won't even know he's the one responsible, so of course you'll come crawling back to him for help.
Again and again and again.
Until you yourself become his meal. The next demon to discuss uses a different sort of allure. Evelyn, a seductress dating back to the days of the Rune Wars, is a femme fatale in the truest sense of the word. She offers the pleasures of the flesh, but those who fall for her charms will instead find themselves subjected to unbearable agony. With her sharp claws and lasher-like tendrils, Evelyn can exploit each and every pain receptor on the human body, and she is quite familiar with anatomy. Ah, and for those of you who are not attracted to women, or anyone for that matter, or simply think you have the will to resist her, think again. Evelyn's true power comes in the form of a seductive mist that arouses the body and numbs the mind. Gender and even sexuality seem to be of little consequence to Agony's embrace. What's more, it's rumored that she has several lesser demons wrapped around her thumb, extending her influence all across Runeterra. But not all demons reside in the waking world. By their very nature, demons are spiritual entities, after all. So of course they can follow you beyond the physical realm. Nocturne is another demon believed to originate during the Rune Wars. Some believe him to be the source of shadow magic, while others think him a mere product of it. Whatever the case may be, Nocturne's true power lies in the ability to infiltrate the sleeping mind and bend the already fluid nature of dreams to his will. He is a demon of nightmares, capable of subjecting you to whatever torturous reality he pleases. Night after night he will trap you in a world of your worst fears made manifest, taking whatever form he best needs to torment you, until you eventually fail to wake come sunrise. Of course, while the sleeping world is his domain, Nocturne is not to be taken lightly in the waking world either. With countless shades under his command, and a body like that of darkest shadow, escape may not be but a fleeting dream.
Once Nocturne has his sights on you,
Like their spiritual counterparts, some demons can adapt elemental properties. Such is the case with Tybalk, a demon born of flame. Tybalk's history is fragmented, but faded legends speak of an ancient beast of living fire that once wrought havoc in Shurima. It was sealed within a magical sarcophagus until a certain magus set it free. Centuries later, as the undead warlock known as Mordekaiser sought to bring all of Runeterra under his heel, he did so with two demonic beasts at his side, one of darkness and one of flame. Both were captured by an ancient witch and sealed away. Tybalk, specifically, was trapped in the body of a young pyromancer named Emmeline, who mysteriously perished some time ago. However, the beast lives on now through Emmeline's daughter, Annie. Though Annie appears to have the strength needed to tame the beast, her mind is still that of a child, and all too easily influenced. The other beast, Ada Khan, remains shackled deep below Noxus. He is a prisoner of the Black Rose, confined within a single chamber by the chanting of the Pale Lady's disciples. His power and history remain mostly unknown, for now. However, it would seem that the seal is weakening, as Ada Khan feeds on the fear of those meant to be its jailers. Indeed, the Black Rose's attempts to keep Ada Khan confined may well be its key to freedom. And without any master to restrain it, perhaps we will learn why this demon is called by some
the bringer of ruin.
Of course, these are not the only demons in Noxus. Perhaps most worrisome of all is Raum, a demon of secrets. Perhaps fittingly enough, precious little is known about this demon. Its origins and the true scope of its power are presently a mystery. However, Raum is known to be able to peer into the minds and pasts of those it comes into contact with. Additionally, it can manifest familiars in the form of ravens, allowing it to spy on those within the Empire, and perhaps even beyond its borders. Presently, the demon is bound to the arm of Grand General Jericho Swain, as part of a pact to help him contest the Black Rose. But time will tell how long this pact will work in the Grand General's favor. Despite the strength these demons possess, they are not insurmountable. Camphord, the demon of doubt, once stalked the slopes of Mount Targon. She possessed the unique ability to strip someone of their greatest boons. She could enfeeble the strong, dumb the wise, silence singers and blind seers. With their greatest gifts taken from them, the things that define their entire identities, Camphord's victims would succumb to uncertainty and grief over their loss. However, this was brought to an end when the aspect of war, Atreus, rallied a band of warriors to confront Camphord. After a long and grueling battle, she was felled by his celestial spear. Even so, what Camphord stole could never be reclaimed. But remember what I told you before. Not all demons need to reach maturity to become a threat. In fact, perhaps the greatest dangers are the ones yet unnamed. In Ionia, a lone swordsman wanders. Felled by his own brother in a vicious duel that should have spelt his end. And yet, death was denied to him. In the spirit realm in Azakana attacked, and the man once known as Yone was returned to life. Or was he? A strange mask affixed itself to the swordsman's face, and a blade engraved with occult symbols manifested in his hand. The demonic presence whispers in his ear even now, and unless Yone can reveal its true name, the man he once was might cease to be entirely, and a new demon will be born from his stolen flesh. And so, those were all the major demonic entities that we currently know about stalking Runeterra. I hope this was enough to sate your... What's that? You say I'm forgetting a couple? No. I think you're quite mistaken. 10 great kings took 10 great thrones. 9 crowns adorned 9 heads. 1 left to scratch upon their mounds. The crow, alive and dead. In the beginning, as life drew its first breath, it was accompanied by 10 sounds. Screams, laughter, and 8 others. Their sounds frightened even the gods, and so they were sealed away. But that fear remains, and it hungers. It stalks the world in makeshift bodies, speaking with the voices of the dead. It knows what you're afraid of. It is what you're afraid of. Everything you fear. It is fear. Its coming is foretold by a flock of crows, but you can't escape it. It will hunt you to the ends of the earth, and however fast you run, it is always faster. It has countless names in countless languages, and yet the oldest of creatures know its true name. For ages it has slumbered, and yet the fools of Demacia have awoken it, their paranoia drawing it like a moth to a dwindling flame. In their ignorance, they think it nothing more than a fable, a story to scare children. They call it fiddlesticks. Do you hear a woman laughing? Yes, she looks quite joyous, doesn't she? But is that laughter truly her own? Is that smile real? This woman does not fear. She does not hate. She does not cry. She can't. What is her name, you ask? She calls herself Nyla, but is that truly her name? Is she even real? No matter what tragedy befalls her, she will not grieve. No matter how much danger she is in, she will not scream. No matter what injustice she faces, she will not begrudge anyone. She can't. Why? Because the Lord of Joy is with her, of course. She has it contained within her jar. Ashlesh is the name her people have given it, and she has tamed its power for her own use. Or so she would have us believe. Her name, her emotions, and her very identity were the price to pay for such power. She will revel in joy eternal, no matter how much suffering she feels deep down. Ah, but silly me. There were 8 others, weren't there? 8 other kings, 8 other elders, 8 other demons. Would you like to know their names? Where they are? What they're doing? And what they're capable of? Yes, I'm sure you would. But you'll just have to wait. Does that upset you? Is the suspense agonizing? Good. Revel in it.
I know we will.